name's Ellie Charvet. I'm with the Washington State Potato Commission. The areas that we've seen the biggest flight of potato sella is along the Columbia River between Oregon and Washington, there, Horse Heaven Hills, and then Hermiston, Umatilla area is where most of it at. Some of us come up into the Tri-Cities, into the Pasco area. You'll see it. They picked up some there, and it's not so bad from Pasco north. I personally didn't see any this year on the fields that I scouted. I didn't. I mean, I looked hard, but I didn't see anything. I didn't put any yellow sticky cards out. I let Carrie do that. We have her on a deal with the commission where she goes around and runs the trap lines, and she said she's not so sure about the trap because she didn't catch any in those yellow sticky traps. More or less, you saw them on the outside of the circles where she was seeing them at. And talking to some of the people along the river, that they had the same conclusion. They didn't see them in the sticky traps. They saw them more or less on the edge of the fields. The biggest concern that you have is somebody really wanted to take a chance. Everybody was really spraying pretty hard, which gets to be pretty spendy. And that's kind of the biggest concern right there. You don't want to get caught with it. On the other hand, that's a tremendous amount of money. I mean, you're like on a weekly schedule that you're doing this. So this is this is a big economic factor for the growers up there and everything like that. But on the other hand, how can you afford to take the chance? That's the big factor right there. I mean, you got a 120-acre circle and you got $4,000 an acre in these potatoes that are. I mean, you got a hell of an investment in it, and if you get anything into it, I mean, how do you? I mean, that's a tremendous amount of investment in it, and I think the research. How can we control them better? I mean, this spray, give them 2 shots of one product and then come back and hit them with another shot. I mean, that's all we have right now for the short term. I think we need to look at the long term, what we need to do. I don't know whether there's any, I've seen a program, maybe they're working on some varieties or whatever that can control us, but hell, that's going to take a while to do that. But it all gets down to the cost factor. We're going to be in the game. You got to take care of it. And up there, it's, kind of came into the back door and hit us pretty hard last year. And nobody's really saying how hard it is this year. I don't know. We'll see what Sylvia, when she talks about it, she's done a lot of research on it. But I know in the Twin Falls area in Idaho, they got hit pretty hard in that area down there. Talking to some people down there, they got hit pretty good down there. So I don't know. How do they come in? Where do they go out? Do we have to get their nesting habits or what they're on? I don't know. Then the growers look at me and say, well, the only thing that we can do now is, here's a list of the chemicals that you can use. Here's what people have been using. It's like a shotgun effect.